Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about a potential signing for the Cleveland Cavaliers, as we're going to be talking about a potential signing for the Cavs that would, as they are potentially interested in signing Charlotte Hornets shooting guard / small forward Kelly Oubre Jr., who had a really solid season and limited playing time this year. Didn't even play 50 games for the Hornets this year, dealt with some bad injuries, just injury after injury for the Hornets this year, which that was kind of, honestly, that was, yes, Charlotte was terrible this year, but I don't know how many people don't realize that the Hornets, they were terrible, but this team was full of injuries. Like I said, Oubre barely played 50 games this season. LaMelo Ball had injury after injury. Rozier was always injured. Same thing for Gordon Hayward. So I think Charlotte, if they stay healthy next season, I think Charlotte could be way better than they were this year. Yes, Charlotte sucked this year, but this was an injured team, and Kelly Oubre shows that right there because he didn't even play 50 games last year for the Hornets. But today was reported by Bleacher Report and Yahoo Sports that the Cavs are looking at 3 potential free agents coming up on Friday when free agency starts. They are interested in 3 different players: Kelly Oubre Jr. himself, Georgie Yang from the Philadelphia 76ers, and Max Strus of the Miami Heat. So we're going to be talking about a potential signing for the Cavs that would get them Kelly Oubre Jr. They reported that they're interested in, adding in some depth, helping the bench, as the bench, to be honest, was a little bit weak this season for the Cavs. It was very weak. It was one of the worst benches, scoring benches this season. Probably top 5 worst in the NBA. So, adding in some scoring off the bench, and Oubre Jr. is definitely a good scorer. Averaged 20 and a half points per game this season with the Hornets in his 48 games with 5 rebounds per game, and would be great for the Cavs off the bench. I like the fit. I just think the only thing is, how much money are you paying him a year? Because he had a great season with the Hornets this year, but he might have had a good season with the Hornets this year, but he was full of injuries this year. Like I said, only played 48 games, so is that going to cost of how much you're paying him contract-wise? I don't think it does. Maybe a tiny bit with injury concerns. But, I think that as of right now, Cleveland, this would be a good signing for them. Even if potentially it's going to be a great signing for them if, Caris LeVert potentially leaves them. Which I think that's all. At the same time, that also has to be another main priority for the Cavaliers is re-signing Caris LeVert. And that is something else I wonder. Would the Cavs be able to re-sign Caris LeVert and sign Kelly Oubre Jr.? Because I feel like both guys would be great fits for Cleveland. And to have both of those guys, maybe both potentially off the bench, would be great for Cleveland. And I wonder if the Cavaliers would be able to do both, re-sign Caris LeVert and sign Kelly Oubre Jr. But Oubre Jr. would be a great fit for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it would be definitely a great signing. Like I said, the only concern is his injuries from last season, which I think everything would be fine with the Cavaliers. And I think a lot of time he missed it late in the season was because of the Hornets just being extremely bad. So yes, he had some injury problems, but at the same time, I think some of his missed time was, okay, we're not going to play you anymore because we don't want to get your injuries even worse when we're terrible and we're trying to tank and maybe get Victor Wembanyama. So we're just going to sit you. So that's probably why most of his, maybe half, if not maybe a little bit less of the games he missed this season maybe had to do with the Hornets being terrible. But had a great year with Charlotte when he did play, average 20 and 5 this year. But I think this would be great for Cleveland to sign him. And if you're able to, if you're not only able to sign Oubre Jr., if you're able to re-sign Caris LeVert as well and get the 2 of those guys, that'd be such a good move for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You guys have your thoughts on the potential signing for Cleveland? That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Let me know your thoughts.